In the world of bodybuilding, athletes dedicate themselves intensely to achieving extreme levels of muscularity, symmetry, and physical condition. This involves effort, intense training, and a strict diet, in addition to the use of performance-enhancing substances. However, some athletes end up abusing these substances, which can lead to serious damage to their health, including organ failure and the need for transplants. Andreas Munzer was an example of this. One of the best bodybuilders of his time, he was noted for his exceptional conditioning, but his abuse of steroids and other substances led to devastating consequences for his health. Born in 1966 in Austria, Munzer was recognized for his extremely low level of body fat, an achievement that would only be possible with excessive drug use. Unfortunately, much of his recognition came after his tragic death, which brought attention to the dangers of substance abuse in bodybuilding. Munzer, influenced by the success of Arnold Schwarzenegger, his Austrian countryman, decided to enter the world of bodybuilding and, later, bodybuilding. However, his story serves as a warning about the risks associated with the indiscriminate use of drugs in sport. Just as Arnold had to leave his home country in search of opportunities in sport, Andreas also took this path. At the beginning of his career, he migrated to Germany, more precisely to Munich, where he met Albert Buzek, an important sports director at the time who had one of the best gyms in Europe. In Germany, at that time, there was no support for those who wanted to pursue a career in sport, but it was by following this path that Andreas found the support he needed to pursue his dream of becoming a professional athlete. However, this is where the problems that would later contribute to the bodybuilder's death begin. Buzek was known for exploiting the athletes under his tutelage to the fullest. He forced them to perform at his gyms, pose for photos in magazines he owned, and always be in excellent physical condition all year round, without periods of relaxation. This meant heavy training, a strict diet, and the constant use of hormonal substances, which seriously harmed the athlete's health. Additionally, Buzek did not allow athletes to seek proper medical care, as he believed they should always be training and following strict diets. During his professional career, Andreas participated in more than 20 championships in less than 10 years, including important events such as the Arnold Classic, where he placed third in 1990, and Mr. Olympia, where his best result was 9th place in 3 occasions, 1990, 1993, and 1994. Despite not having achieved exceptional results, Munzer was respected in the community due to his impressive physical condition when entering the competitions. In the world of bodybuilding, the value of dedication and resistance is evident, as practitioners are well aware of the difficulties involved. Andreas Munzer faced challenges in his career, not achieving better placements due to competition with exceptional athletes of his time. Despite his impressive physical condition, his lack of size compared to his rivals prevented him from achieving better results. In 1996, Munzer began frequently complaining of stomach pains, which began months before his participation in the Arnold Classic. Initially, pain was ignored, as in the world of bodybuilding, pain is considered part of the process. However, the pain persisted and intensified. Munzer tried medical treatments, but his case was already out of control. The frequent use of a drug called Nubain, a powerful painkiller similar to morphine, to alleviate pre-competition pain contributed to the development of tumors in Munzer's stomach. The Nubain masked the pain, causing him to ignore the warning signs of serious health problems. Furthermore, Nubain was highly addictive, further complicating his situation. During the Arnold Classic and St. Rose Pro Invitation, Munzer competed despite intense pain, ignoring his fiancée's warnings to withdraw. However, his condition worsened drastically during a return flight, when he began coughing up blood and required an emergency landing. Doctors were shocked by Munzer's condition, describing him as a dead among the living. The autopsy revealed an overdose of halotestin, a potent and liver-damaging drug. Although steroids were cited as a contributing factor in his death, it was a combination of several factors that led to the tragedy. Unfortunately, Munzer's death did not serve as enough of a warning to many in the bodybuilding world, as several famous athletes have since died or faced serious health problems due to drug abuse.